We live here by the River Taff in Cardiff, and I once heard an anecdote that the Taff used to be so dirty that they would build houses along it with the backs of the houses facing it because they didn't want to look forward out of their house onto the river. It was stinking. And when I think about dirty rivers, it reminds me of something that Jesus once said about our hearts. That from our hearts come the things that defile us, that out of our hearts flow sin and selfishness. Our hearts can be like a stream of selfishness. And yet Jesus came to clean us. Now if you look at the Taff, it's a beautiful freshwater river with fish and with birds, swans making their habitat amongst it. Jesus said in John chapter 7 verse 37, "For those who believe in me, out of them will flow rivers of life, water of life." To come to faith in Jesus means to ask him to clean us up from the inside out. We come honest to him about our failures and mistakes and our selfishness. We receive his cleansing, the cleansing of his work on the cross where he died for all that filth, taking it upon himself. And so that we can become those who don't have a river of selfishness flowing out of our lives, but a river of life, of goodness, of kindness, of love, of peace, of the characteristics that define Jesus. He said this would happen through receiving the Holy Spirit, that everyone who believed in him would be filled with God's Spirit, cleaned up, and given a water of life from within. This is the promise for those who follow Jesus, a river of life coming from their lives to touch others.